Welcome to the English Coffee Office. Today is Tuesday, November 18th. And like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Hey Alex, good morning. How's everything going with you today?
Morning, David. Pretty good so far. Just need this coffee to kickstart the day. You seem energized already.
Yeah, I had a solid sleep last night. But wow, the news cycle is non-stop. Did you see what happened in Bangladesh over the weekend?
I caught the headlines. The International Crimes Tribunal sentenced former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to death for crimes against humanity. It's tied to the crackdown on those student protests last year.
Exactly. She was convicted in absentia and she's exiled in India. They say she ordered the killings during the uprising that ousted her. Crazy how power can flip like that.
It really is. The tribunal focused on the extrajudicial killings and mass murders during the protests. At least 95 people died in the violence, including police officers.
Makes you wonder about accountability in politics. For us in sales, if something like that hits a key market, it could mess up deals big time. Remember how political unrest delayed our shipments from Asia before?
Absolutely. As a project manager, I see it affecting timelines and resources. Stability is key for long-term planning. This could lead to more instability in the region.
Spot on. And with our Awami League supporters protesting the verdict, things might heat up again. Jakarta's on high alert with shoot-at-sight orders.
That's concerning. It shows how deep divisions run. Hopefully, it leads to some real justice and not more chaos.
Fingers crossed. Anyway, enough heavy stuff. Let's talk tech for a bit. I read about those protests in Nepal. The social media ban sparked the whole thing.
Yes, Prime Minister Oli resigned after violent demonstrations over the ban. It started with blocking platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp, and X to curb what they called misinformation.
But it backfired big time. Youths, mostly Gen Z, hit the streets, setting fire to government buildings and even attacking politicians' homes. At least 19 people died in the clashes.
The ban was short-lived, lifted after the unrest. It was fueled by anger over corruption and nepotism, too. Social media became the tool to organize the protests.
Imagine that here. If our company blocked Slack or email, productivity would tank. We'd all be lost without quick updates on client calls.
True. In project management, we rely on those tools for collaboration. This highlights how essential digital communication is now, especially for younger workers.
And the new PM is a woman, former Supreme Court Chief Justice Sushila Karki. Sworn in after a deal with protest leaders, hope she brings some calm.
It could be a turning point. Protests like this show social media's double-edged sword. Great for mobilization, but risky for governments trying to control narratives.
Yeah. It's a wake-up call for businesses too. We need robust digital strategies that don't alienate our teams. Speaking of society, did you hear the latest from the U.S. Supreme Court?
The one on same-sex marriage? They declined to hear a case that could have overturned the Obergefell decision from 2015.
Right. So, the constitutional right to same-sex marriage stands. It was a challenge from conservative states wanting to roll it back.
The court basically said no to revisiting it, preserving nationwide recognition. It's a relief for equality advocates after years of progress.
Huge win. In the office, it means we keep pushing inclusive policies. Remember that diversity training last month? This reinforces why it matters.
Definitely. As project leads, we ensure teams feel supported regardless of background. Social changes like this influence workplace culture directly.
And think about the economic side. Inclusive companies attract better talent and clients. No one wants to work somewhere backward.
Well said. It's also about basic rights. The decision avoids a patchwork of laws across states, which would complicate everything.
True, families can plan without fear, makes the world a bit fairer. Hey, on a side note, how's your project with the new software rollout going?
It's progressing. We've hit a few snags with integration, but nothing major. Your sales team's feedback has been gold.
Glad to hear. I can loop in more details from client meetings if needed. Always happy to bridge that gap.
Appreciate it. Collaboration like this keeps things smooth. Did you see any other news that caught your eye?
Not really, but that Bangladesh story has me thinking about global risks in our reports. Maybe we should flag it in the next team huddle.
Good idea. Risk assessment is crucial. For Nepal, it's a lesson in digital policy. Governments need to tread carefully.
And the Supreme Court bit just confirms progress. All right, my coffee's gone cold, time to hustle.
Mine too. Let's catch up later on those project details.
Sounds good. Have a great day, Alex.
You too, David.
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.